It's a lot like rugby, but it's like really nerdy and quirky, and I'm nerdy and quirky, so.
Real-life Quidditch is an adaptation of the sport of Quidditch from the Harry Potter books written by J.K. Rowling. In the books, there are 7 players on a team flying around on broomsticks. We play it on the ground, and our version is a lot like a cross between rugby and dodgeball. You have 7 players to a side. 3 players are chasers, like offense. They're passing a volleyball down the field, running with it, shooting it to score 10 points by getting it through any hoop from either side. There's 3 hoops on each side of the field. 2 players use a dodgeball. They're called beaters, and if you get hit with a dodgeball, you have to drop any ball you're holding, dismount your broom, and run back and touch your hoops. 1 player on each team is the keeper, and 1 player on each team is the seeker, and they chase the snitch, which is a person dressed in all yellow with a Velcro tail attached to their shorts. You pull this tail off the snitch, and you get an extra 30 points to your team, and the game is over. It sounds complicated, but when you come out and see it in person, it's easy to learn, it's easy to watch, and it is a blast. It is certainly unusual coming from a book. It's really the first of its kind, and we're really grateful to J.K. Rowling and for creating the Harry Potter world that spawned this new and amazing sport.
Still kind of a struggle sometimes because when you tell people you play Quidditch, a lot of people will laugh at you.
Yeah. Or
so you
like,
have to be like, no, but really it's a real sport. Like
yeah.
You have to explain it. Like this is actually a sport.
Let's go! I kind of ask them if they think golf is a sport, and then usually they say, oh yeah, well that makes sense. And then I tell them to watch videos, I tell them to come out to our practices and see that it takes athleticism and it takes a lot of sports mentality to play it. I got involved in Quidditch. Growing up, I played every sport there was. I played soccer and baseball, and then I grew taller and I played basketball. And then I got to college and I didn't play any of those sports because I wanted to focus on academics, but then I realized I needed an athletic outlet because you just kind of go nuts with all the energy. And my friend Rashad invited me out to Quidditch, and I was like, hey, I'm a fan of Harry Potter, I'll go. I think Quidditch has more potential, and I'd like to be a part of bringing in something new and helping it be recognized. All those other sports, we already have international and national leagues that are televised all the time. So I figured this would be more fun and more of an adventure. Quidditch is breaking ground as a full contact, high intensity, no timeout sport that is not only is co-ed, it's required co-ed. So there's always an opportunity, whether you're a guy or a girl, to join a Quidditch team and be a part of it. There is a rule, it's the 2-5 rule. After the seeker comes onto the field, and there's 7 members of each team on the field, at least 2 of them have to be of the opposite gender of the other 5. You can split it 3-4, but at any given point, there has to be at least 2 guys or at least 2 girls. Other sports, there's that stigma that you have to be athletic. There's all the negative personality stereotypes that come with the word jock. But having a sport like Quidditch that came out of a fantasy novel draws in that crowd, and then the athleticism of it draws in the athletic crowd. They come together in this middle ground where they become this big family. They realize they're not so different after all, and they bond over this crazy game that did come from a fantasy novel.